How much more awesome are you than all the other Rangers?
It's so true.
I don't know. What does the meter up there say?
You broke the meter. There is no meter for yours.
Do you have any tips on how we can also be as awesome as you?
Let's learn from the master.
Is this going towards a sarcastic direction? I think you guys already are 10 times as awesome as I am.
Aww.
That's why we come here. You have a question? Yes, sir.
Are you still going to be Kenshi in Mortal Kombat?
I hope so. I hope they bring me back as Kenshi. That would be nice. That was one of my favorite characters to play so far. Yeah.
I got one.
Yeah.
What was the best part about being a Power Ranger?
The best part about being a Power Ranger is this right here. Yes, sir.
What team would you like to cross over with? And
You know, I'm like my character. I'm a loner. The question was, what team would I like to cross over
Yeah,
with?
like
I'm like my character. I'm a loner. I don't want to cross over with anybody. I don't like working with people. What am I doing here? Lone Wolf Ranger. Is it parked somewhere? Am I unaware of it? Has it been towed? Yes, in the back.
Speaking of Q Resident, how do you feel about Gokai's silver, silver in your door?
He was what? He was at my door?
They used the sword, they recreated it in a different color.
You know, sometimes when you run out of ideas, you gotta bring back the best ones. That's the way that goes. What time is this panel supposed to start?
Now. Like now.
You mean these people are late again?
Yeah, it's not professional. I'm always
So surprised.
It's herding cats. It's herding cats.
Herding cats.
If they don't show up in the next few minutes,
Yes,
they're
sir.
gonna be alright.
Yeah, what do you think of the Mighty Morphin seasons?
I don't. Question is, what do you think of the Mighty Morphin seasons? Okay. Since they're not here to defend themselves. All right, who's got another question? Why not? Since I'm here. Yes.
Are you as jealous of Jason Vaughn as your character was of Wes?
Ooh, good one.
I think he was jealous. That's the right word.
That's what they call acting. Jason can't do this. What do I got to be jealous about? I mean, he runs around taking his shirt off and getting tattooed on people. I don't know what that's about. Overcompensating for something. Yes, sir.
Were you allowed to keep any of the props or costumes from the show?
No. But does it mean that I didn't get any? Yes.
What was the best experience about being on Power Rangers?
On that show, during that season, I got to run around and be Jackie Chan for a whole season.
Yeah.
I did all of my own stunts. I can't say I got hurt, and I can't say I was as badass as Jackie Chan, but it sure felt like it. It sure felt like it, and that was the best part. That was the best part.
I'll be right back.
Nope. You good?
Nope.
Okay, you're okay.
Nope.
So, any other questions? How you doing? Welcome to the Dan Southworth Show.
I got one.
Yes.
If you could come back and mentor any previous team, which team would you want to be mentored?
Mentor or be mentored by?
Mentor by.
There's nobody that can mentor me, buddy. Next. Yes, sir.
When's the next All Red Ranger episode?
Yeah.
That's a good question.
We need a reunion
That's a
for
good
that
question.
River Red too.
Yes.
I don't have the answer to that question. But if you come to my shop, I have a crystal ball. Pay a few $100s and perhaps buy me some groceries. I will read your fortune. I actually, when I first came to Los Angeles, I was walking around and I found $10 on the ground, and I found it right in front of the door of a psychic palm reading shop. So I go, hey, this is kind of fun. I'll go in there and see what this $10 does. What do I get? I found it, right? So I go in and I go, I just want to get my palm read. She goes, okay, do you have $20? And I go, I have this 10. I actually found it in front of your door. She goes, oh, okay. She reads my palm, and she goes, I see 9 years of very bad luck. She's like, but if you buy me some groceries. And suddenly I'm like, wait a minute.
True story.
True story. She asked me to buy her groceries, and then she would light a candle for me and take away my bad luck. And as you can see, I'm still trudging through it. Anybody else? Yes, sir.
What's the coolest thing that somebody's asked you to autograph or
A boob. It's the coolest thing I've ever been asked to autograph. Just one. Just one. Just one. And that'll probably be the highlight of my career. I was a rock star for 10 seconds.
10 more seconds than we're
Anybody else have any questions? Yes, yes, sir, yes.
How are you and Johnny Bosch getting along? Because last time I checked on the internet, you both were in a brutal fight.
Yeah. Yeah. That guy. I heard he was in the hospital recently.
Yeah, something. What'd you do to
He got a
him?
little stressed out. We had a confrontation. He got a little stressed out. What was the question over here?
Are you still actively practicing Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu?
I am. And it hurts. Sometimes. And it's very, very dirty and grimy. You gotta go home and shower immediately. I walk home and my wife comes to greet me. She wants to give me a kiss. I go, no. She goes, oh, you've been doing jiu-jitsu.
You guys ready to start this?
Yeah, where's Jason?
Thanks, Dan.
Isn't he awesome?
You're welcome.
He's
You're welcome.
amazingly
All right, everybody.
awesome.
I'm sorry, the fun's over, but here they are, the people you've been waiting for.
We still love you
While we're getting seated, when you have a question, please come up here.
Or you can raise your hand.
All right, thank you guys for coming to the panel. We're excited because you guys have some really original questions for us. Stuff we've never heard before.
Yeah. Hopefully.
So you can raise your hand or you can come up to this microphone here and we will attempt to, or you can whisper it in our ear. Make it really weird.
You ready?
You look so glamorous, Susan. I know, Susan.
Ready for you.
Okay, so my question is for David Building. In season 2 of Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, from the episode White Light, at the end of this second episode, when we saw Rita Repulsa and her cancer singing 1,000 Bottles of Slime on the Wall, you did something that I had never seen Zordon do before, and I was shocked. So I just want to know, when you copied off or did the 1,000 Bottles of Slime, was that improv or was that actually part of the script?
Well, I'm gonna bust a bubble here. That's actually Robert Manahan who was the voice at that point, so I wasn't there. It was my face, but it's Robert Manahan who was doing the voice. So unfortunately, we can't ask him about that. I think it was part of the script. I don't know if it was improv or not. So I'm sorry about that.
I apologize.
That
That was an original question, though. I hadn't heard that one.
Original question?
Zordon, do you need another teenager with attitude?
What's your name, dear?
What's your name?
Kylie.
Kylie?
Kylie, teleport to the command center immediately.
That made my whole panel. I'm done.
All right, so we have the new reboot coming up. That's another panel that we get thoughts on this. you know, the first movie was high budget, sort of serious, for like The Dark Knight, whereas the second movie was authentic and campy and colorful, like say Batman and Robin. So with this new reboot, just thinking like if you were in charge, would you want to go high budget, serious, you know, major, or would you want to just keep the tone, the colors, and just silliness, campiness, if you were in charge of the reboot?
Ooh, good question.
I think they need to have like a little bit of both. They gotta have it's gotta have that, you know, cool fighting edge and everything like that, but it still has to have that fun, you know, goofiness that makes Power Rangers what it was. You know?
Yeah!
Oh, thank you for joining us. Thank you for joining us.
John is in the building.
Anybody else have anything to add to that?
Oh, right here, what?
You guys?
Anything to add to that?
Yeah, I think I would love to see the movie be kind of Transformers-like, you know, like, but with that, Transformers is a little serious, but still a little campy. It has a little humor to it. So I think they could do something like that with Power Rangers and be it.
Yeah, I mean, I think Lionsgate is gonna. I'm actually kind of excited now that I sort of been like studying the films that these people that they cast in the roles. Like I watched the new Blue Ranger in the film Earl and the Dying Girl or something like that, and he was really good. He's really funny. And so like when I start thinking about that, and Becky G is the Yellow Ranger, I can see how it might have a little funny campiness to it, but because it's Lionsgate, we can hope for like, what is it?
Very Hunger Games.
Hunger Games, thank you. So I'm excited. I'm really excited to see what happens.
I hope it's like that.
Yes, go on.
Hello. My question is to Ernie right there. If John, sorry. I'm nervous.
I can go by Ernie.
Bert and Ernie, my brother played Bert.
My question is for you, sir. How did it feel to
the juice bar.
You lost a lot of weight. Sorry, please go ahead.
Sorry. No, I apologize.
No, it's funny.
How did it feel, sir, to come back as the Black Mastodon Ranger for both Power Rangers in Space and in Operation Overdrive?
It was, yeah, I mean, it was cool. Space, I mean, after Power Rangers, I didn't have a job. So, Space was like, okay, I get to see what it's like again, and then I was like, oh, I can't stand certain things. And, and then, like, Overdrive, yeah, you know what I'm talking about. And then Overdrive, it was like, it was Disney, so it was like everything was gonna be different. And I watched like something on YouTube, and it was like Dan Southworth's. Was it Time Force? And so they had some like really cool scenes, you know, like they're like real, like they were acting, you know, like they had scenes where I was like, oh, that's legit, you know, and actual drama, yes. And so I thought, wow, I get to do something a little different. And I show up, and it's like exactly the same. But it was fun. It was actually pretty cool to go, and I adjusted all of my dialogue because, you know, I was 13 years later. I actually learned how to act in between, and so going back in, I was like, you know what, this is what I would want to do, you know, as Adam 13 years later. And I know there was a couple of the people that were with me, the retro rangers, I guess they call them. They were like, dude, you're gonna do that? You're gonna read it like that? I was like, well, yeah, I am. What are they gonna do? Fly me back from New Zealand? No. So I did it. And, you know, they didn't really fight me on it. They're just, you know, Koichi was really kind of in control, and it's always good to work with him. It was fun. I guess that was kind of a long, drawn-out answer. It was cool. Sorry, excuse me.
So basically, it was fun.
I'm on medication.
Well, again, thank y'all very much for all the work y'all have done.
Thank you.
Thank all of you guys for like supporting us, watching the show. You can find us on Twitter,
I know Austin St. John told the story about Homie last night in his VIP panel, but I was wondering if anyone had any different favourite blooper reel moments or pranks played on set that they can remember. I think you answered that this morning, right?
Favorite moments, though? It wouldn't be.
It wouldn't be favorite if it was a prank.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Funny pranks. Blooper reels.
I remember one when we were doing the movie. Jason Frank single-handedly made the entire crew hate us because
For like 2 days, he had a bottle of water, and so he'd wet his fingers and he'd go, achoo! And every single person would get this water, and they couldn't say anything to us because we were the actors, and they would just walk by like.
Yeah, they were
So mad. So
not
every
amused at all.
every crew member got splashed by him or sneezed. They thought he was really sneezing on them, and they hated us like the rest of the shoot. He made our life.
Those Americans.
Those damn American kids. And we're like in the corner, of course, cracking up the whole time.
I actually remember, and it's not my favorite, but it's actually. Jason Frank has a story where he blames me for him falling on his face.
It was so his own fault.
But anyway, so he got me back, and I think you were in the van. I was pretty sure you were in the van. And we're in this van, and we're driving down the desert. What was it? Was Hillary? Is that her name? That was
Hillary.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So she was driving. We had this van.
Our
and
driver,
was our driver. She's driving like 50 miles an hour through this desert. I think Cayenne or something like that. And Jason Frank was there. I was next to him, and then behind, I think you girls were in the back, right?
Amy.
And Amy. And so the windows were open, and I don't know why I thought this is stupid. Nobody should do this. But I thought out loud, and I was like, it'd be pretty cool if I climbed out this window and got on top of the van and got on the other side. And then Jason Frank was like, you won't do that. I was like, dude, I won't do it. And he's like, chicken.
Oh, no.
Not chicken. He's like, you're afraid, you ain't gonna do it. And so I did.
Meanwhile, Jason.
I climbed out of the window while the car was moving 50 miles an hour. And you know, when you're on, and I got on top of the van. And inside a car, you can stick your hand out and grab the wind or go, woo, you know? But 50 miles an hour on top of the van, it's like, I'm gonna die, right? And so I'm on top and I'm like, this is the dumbest thing. I know, this is the dumbest thing I've ever done in my entire life.
You guys are stupid.
And she just keeps going.
Amy's probably
And so I'm thinking, well, I better get back in to finish the dare, right? That I put myself in. And then as I start to move over, the van starts swerving like this, you know, my legs are kicking side to side. And then I pull my head up to see what is she doing, you know? And she's like freaked out, and Jason Frank has reached past her and is pulling at the wire. So I'm like, holy cow, he's really trying to kill me. So I look over and I'm like, I'm gonna jump in this window, and then there he is rolling it up. And finally she starts hitting him, and he rolls down, and I climb in, and everybody's calling me stupid. But she didn't stop. She kept going 50 miles an hour. So anyways, that's how, it wasn't my favorite moment. It wasn't my favorite moment, but it was a moment. So don't do that, you guys.
Jason Frank nonsense.
The core.
That's my
everything's
that's my new favorite story.
Mine too.
And we were literally
I thought I'd heard it all.
screaming. We were like, stop the van, he's gonna die! Jason, leave him alone! Like we were crying.
I think he really was trying to kill me for the
It was just
He didn't want you to prove him wrong, that's what it was.
Yeah.
Once he commits to something, that's it.
Yeah, once he commits to killing.
He's committed to killing.
It's not murder if you're committed.
That's crazy.
I've already asked Walter this question, but it's regarding the Lionsgate reboot. Have any of you met your counterparts?
No, not
I
yet.
don't have a counterpart.
Of course, you're not Amy Jo Johnson.
Yes.
Are they using those characters? It's not a reboot though, is it? Because they keep saying, Saban says it's not a reboot. Are they using Mastodon or are they?
What I was told today officially by one of you.
A fan.
Which is where I get my most reliable information. Because they don't tell us anything. I'm sorry, I don't want to speak for y'all. They don't tell me anything. I've made it very clear I'm not their friend. So anyway, what I was told was that yes, it was going to be an official reboot. If you were the guy that told me this, just raise your hand. I'll let you take over.
You got it, man.
That would be too easy. Okay, so what he told me is that it's going to be Jason, Trini, Zach, and Billy. And did I leave one out? Kimberly. Flashbacks. Too many Rangers in the last day and a half. So it's PTS Power Rangers. But so anyway, that's what I've been told. I have no clue if that's really the way it's going to be, but that's what I've heard. So.
Yes, I think it is.
But I had to hit the side of the mustache.
I know that Walter and Austin shared a place during the filming of Power Rangers, and there were
It was a very special place.
very interesting parties. I want to know what kind of stories can you tell about the parties that happened?
That was the After Dark panel last night.
About what happened, because there were other Rangers involved.
They had them, that's what we'll say.
That's what we can say. We went to those parties. They were legendary parties.
Yeah.
I give it up. I tip my hat to the boys.
If you can imagine it, short of like drugs and murder, it happened. A lot.
There was a trampoline in the back. There
A
was
big
like
trampoline.
A pimp house. It was like 5 guys or 4
A volleyball net.
Massive television.
A boa constrictor.
boa constrictor.
An albino boa.
Yeah.
Homie the tarantula.
I had to feed that thing rats one time.
It
Daddy
was-
made me feed that.
Yeah, the mice. I miss him. We had Stormy the was he a parakeet?
It was a gray.
It was like the Wild Kingdom met Power Rangers and invited Janet Jackson's dance team. And it worked out great for everybody. Except the neighbors. They hated us.
A lot of rehearsals going on there.
I heard
Oh,
that
here's Nakia.
Miss Rockstar.
What's up, Mama?
Thank you. Hey.
Pull up a chair.
Thank you. Sorry.
I knew I had the best seat in the house.
I heard that Steve met the other two through those parties. Is there anybody else?
I
met them.
Because we had actually never worked on screen together at that time. So I had never met Walter or Austin until I went to one of their parties. This was after we filmed the movie and came back from Australia. So it was months before I actually ever met.
You know what? You know what's crazy though? I went to your parties. I never met them. I met Twee. I met her there once, but I never met the guys that live there. And yeah, it was weird.
Might have depended on our availability.
Yeah, I know.
Depending on what time you might have arrived.
So I did meet Twee at the party, but I didn't meet them. But
We might have been in the power chamber.
This is for anybody, everybody. For those of you that saw the YouTube dark, gritty James Ranger being Power Ranger thing, it was about 15 minutes long. I'd love to hear your thoughts on it.
Yahtzee.
That's
so you liked it?
I liked it. I mean, obviously, it was funny because I loved it. First minute I saw it, I was like, oh my god, I watched it like 3 times in a row. And then these guys, they brought up a good point. They were saying something about, Power Rangers that wasn't Power Rangers, and I was like, that's true. Like, man, like somebody would look at it, like the kid, Googles it. I mean, that's definitely not the, cheesy, extra cheese kind of show that we had. So, but I loved it. I mean,
That's great. Great job.
I love Zach's character. I thought it was the best one. It was awesome. I really loved it. I did.
I thought their budget was a lot bigger than ours. Their Zords looked a lot better.
Amen to that.
Yes.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Hi guys again.
I know some of this in the earlier panel with SPD, they challenged you in a future convention here in Orlando, a family feud.
Yeah, they did.
Oh, we take them out.
They challenged all of you.
Let's set that up tonight.
SPD.
Let's set
Yes.
that up tonight.
As long as I get to be
all
Steve
of
Harvey
you.
character, I'm
What kind of challenge?
We got this.
You going with
Who's
them.
feuding? Is this like the Hatfields and McCoys?
Yes, they challenged you.
Next convention or something. So
About to done bring it.
SPD even stand for?
Space Patrol Delta.
We don't talk about that in
Oh,
public.
Space Police?
Yes. In Japanese, it's
Space Police Disease. Space Police Department.
We're still working on a shot for that.
The Space Police Department, right?
in Japanese it's space. I can forget.
So with that being said, what is your favorite game show, past or present?
Game show.
From each one is possible.
Hollywood Squares.
The movie with the Gong Show.
Wheel of Fortune.
Yeah.
What was the one with no whammy?
No,
Pressure Luck.
Pressure Luck.
Pressure Luck.
We accept the challenge, by the way. We accept.
It's been done. It's been brought.
That's gonna be the most messed up game. MMPRZeo, elemental B. Nobody's even gonna know what happened.
Hey, what's going on?
What's happening?
Hi. Yeah, just can't even process this right now. Zeo Power Ranger overlay. Okay, so I spoke to, I was at another convention. I spoke to a time convention. Power Ranger. I love you guys. Okay, but I spoke to JDF a couple weeks ago, and we were talking about any chance that we could see all of you, like we're 2 Rangers away from having a complete Zeo and complete Mighty Morphin.
What did he say when you
He
asked
said,
him? Please tell us.
He actually said, he said he would like to do a reunion, possibly nonprofit, possibly, and he's just got to talk to every. Man, I literally feel like I'm in the command center looking at you guys.
I think we had no problem doing that. It's just a matter of the stars aligning. And everybody being on the same page.
We're on the same page.
Yeah, so, you know,
Yes.
It would have to be done pretty far in advance.
We're all here.
because,
And
you know, we
I
all
wanted to
have
ask you. I wanted to ask you about
Everyone is
Gideon's.
very busy though. So.
Gideon's Frontier. Thank you. Yes, Gideon's Frontier. I heard you played a free slave, which is awesome.
No, he played it. You tell.
Yes, yeah, please tell. I heard about it. Austin, thank you, Austin.
The character I play is he's a pretty slave, but he's and during that time, a lot of slaves were free. They were free slaves, and there are also people that had come there as refugees from different countries, like Santo Domingo and different places, like from Haiti. So there were a number of people that fought in that war at that time, and my voice is all tacked up. But I chose to have that character be a free slave. He was a free slave, so that was cool.
What's up? Okay, cool.
He was bad too.
I want to see that.
All right, thank you.
Today's my birthday. For you guys, so you know, it's good to meet the people who made my parents' wallets cry.
Saban, that's
It was you guys all here jumping around, making me want to buy all the cool stuff. So I want to feel the power. So I really would like if all you guys could, from the bottom of your heart, get up and give me an It's Morphin time.
Oh, that's a birthday wish. Come on.
We'll do it at the very end of
At the very end. At the very end, when we all stand up, we'll do it at one time like that.
All right. Is it anybody else's birthday? Close by. Okay. This is for all of you then. At the end.
Yes. To the birthday.
Hi, my name's Evan. I'm a kindergarten through 5th grade teacher.
Did you say your name was Heaven?
Evan. Yeah. I have several of those in my class.
I was like, that's a statement, right?
Did you just sign that?
Yeah, I stutter a lot, so I figure spell most.
Whoa.
Yeah,
that's pretty
you did
awesome.
that so fast, I was like, what was
yeah,
that?
I figure spell most of my sentences.
That's awesome.
So my question is actually for the ladies and Walter on the panel.
So basically all the ladies, right?
I really want to hear this question.
So I teach at a very conservative school in rural North Carolina, and Power Rangers is extremely popular, and only with the white males in my school, and they don't feel that, and it's unfortunate, and I don't feel this way, but there is a thought in the community that only white males can be superheroes. And so I said it's unfortunate. And so I would really like to know from the four of you what you would say to the girls that I teach and the African Americans that I teach that you can be superheroes and that it's okay to do so.
You don't have any Hispanics or Asians?
No,
I know, we don't count it.
Legitimately, I don't. That's
All lives matter, Johnny. All lives matter.
All right, sorry. Go ahead.
Oh.
Wow. Man, I don't know. I mean,
You'll see tons of superheroes.
yeah, I mean, it was such an honor to be that to so many people and to meet people now and for them to articulate that, because at the time I had gotten, a dream job. I got to be on TV. I got to, do a movie. And so for me, I was living my dream, but it never occurred to me how bigger, Power Rangers was. I always tell people, we were ahead of the curve. Like, we were way ahead of our time. You had multicultural cast. You had people who were, the guy next door, the smart guy, the sassy girl, you had all these different people, and we were all friends, and we all got to save the day. And that's kind of the biggest thing. It took the team to win every day, every afternoon. So I encourage you to show them that, because that's proof where, like he said, there was every nationality represented, and we were all one team. We were all best friends. So I always tell girls, we were girl power before girl power was popular.
That was perfect.
What age group are these kids?
5 to 10.
5 to 10.
11. 5 to 11.
Yeah. Okay, so I would say that when it comes to stuff like that, and they believe that there's, that only white males can be superheroes, then that obviously comes from the people they're raised with, their parents, the community. I would say that it's easy to see in today's time that there are lots of role models around, whether they be superheroes or soldiers or the president. There's like lots of people of color and lots of women that have already proven to be superheroes in their own right. I don't know that there's anything you can say specifically to them besides open your eyes. Yeah.
I'm kidding. I would encourage them to be that change, because I know when I grew up, I remember I was the only African American inside of my classroom, and I had to go through a lot. And actually, it was 2 classes combined. There were 60 students, and there was me. And I remember people saying I wouldn't be able to do this, or I wouldn't be able to do that. But you know what? I knew that whatever God said I could do, it was going to happen. It didn't matter. So I would encourage them to be the change and not allow anyone to dictate what they can and cannot do in the future. And that's what I would tell them.
Thank you very much.
So his question actually segues into mine. This is for everybody, but particularly the ladies. One of the reasons why the show was so successful was someone decided, okay, it makes no sense for one girl in high school to be hanging out with 4 to 5 guys all the time. Let's get another girl in there. So usually there's 2 girls, but every once in a while, the Rangers team, there's only 1 female. So how do you guys feel when there's like only 1 female on the Rangers team, like including now with the Dino charge? How do you guys feel about it? Just for the women, but definitely like anybody chime in when there's only 1 girl. How do you feel about that?
Sucks for the guys.
Yeah, because you all had such a chance.
If she spent 1 moment in each of our heads, she'd know that we did.
Oh boy. I forgot the question.
How do you feel when there's only 1 girl on the team?
I personally wouldn't have liked it, because I felt like we were really there for each other. We were, the girls we formed such a strong bond with each other, so yeah, I wouldn't have liked it.
Yeah,
I think it's cool.
And you got these guys running up trees all day and jumping out windows. Like, us girls were we were in the corner rolling our eyes, laughing at them. But they were fun. But yeah, she's right. It was fun to have a friend.
Yeah.
All right, we have
Oh, don't turn around. Just don't turn around.
There he is. I like your muscles.
We wanted to know what's the worst wardrobe malfunction you guys ever had on set.
I've told mine enough. I'm done. No mas. At least for a while.
That was a funny story, Austin.
My African garb in my first episode, it ripped. I remember they had. Well, I'm all helping my life.
I was like, this is about to get interesting.
I was like, I'm kidding. No, I remember. I think that's when I fell. I think we were going into. I don't remember what it is. What was that? A vortex or something?
Yeah, something.
We were going into a vortex. I slipped and I fell, and my African garb ripped. You didn't get to see it. That was it. No excitement. Sorry. I had underwear on.
I'm gonna make up a T-shirt. Be like,
I think the tube leaked at one point, so the command center was completely flooded at one point.
I'm gonna make up a T-shirt for sale in about a week. It's gonna say, "Have you seen the vortex?"
Tanya, laid out, booty hanging.
I wasn't providing a visual. Just like on the back of the mud flaps, you know.
Oh my goodness.
I would say that.
Sorry, kid.
I mean, I'm sure all the guys experience it when wearing their suits. If you happen to wake up from a nap. And there's somebody knocking at your door, go, Walter, can you come to the set right now? Give me a minute. I gotta think about trees.
Margaret Thatcher naked on a cold day.
Thank you.
No. I'll keep mine to myself. Yes. Every day.
Bye, Mr. Russell.
Thank you.
Band-Aids didn't fix everything.
Hey, my question is for Johnny, and now, aside from Power Rangers, you also done a lot of voice work for a lot of great anime.
Yeah.
So, this may be a common question that you probably heard, but what was some of the best anime that you ever got to work on?
Anime specifically?
Yeah. What was the best that you ever worked on?
I don't know. I mean, yeah, Trigun. Actually, he had something to do with Trigun actually happening in the States, right? Yeah.
I'm the reason why I got onto Cartoon Network.
You should be thanking him. Bringing it here so I can actually work on it. But definitely Trigun is one. Bleach, Akira. I mean, non-anime, Devil May Cry 4. Yeah, you know a lot of more.
There's also Eureka 7, which I never knew you voiced.
Eureka, yeah, because I used a higher voice. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, they're all. I've done so many of them that they're like, and there's moments that I really enjoyed throughout each of them. So it's like, it's like choosing your favorite child. It's kind of hard to.
Sophie's choice. Can't happen.
But thanks for the question.
Hey guys, thanks for being here. I was just wondering if any of you guys had any favorite superheroes or when you were growing up, and if it inspired you to want to be a part of Power Rangers.
Wonder Woman!
Yeah!
I used to whip around my belt and hit my brothers. It was yeah, that was my lasso.
Man of Steel.
Yeah, for me it was like Superman or Spider-Man. I remember I had I really wanted to be a superhero or a ninja, but I wanted to be Superman. And my mom was a seamstress, so she would sew a lot, but she's from Korea, so she didn't really know superheroes, and she only had like green and red. So she made me like a green and red Superman outfit. I thought it was so cool, but nobody else did. I think it's wrong. Andrew.
Christmas man. Going around bringing toys to all the kids.
Faster than a speeding bullet.
I actually saw, I guess on Facebook, Steve, you had a Superman costume, I guess someone made it.
I know, I made it myself,
Oh, you made
actually,
that?
yeah. I had like these blue sweatpants, and I had a blue sweater. And then I had my red underoos, and I pulled the underoos over the blue sweat so that you could have the underwear on the outside like Superman does. And then I sewed, I hand sewed a S on the front. I was like 9, 8.
Wow!
Cosplayer.
I thought we were talking about recently. I was a little concerned.
I safely pinned like a red towel to the back, and I put a bunch of Vaseline in my hair to get the curl just right.
Did anybody else think he was talking about like last week?
Yeah,
I'm really glad you said you were not.
Don't worry, Steve, you got pajamas now. Yeah, I know. And then we had this old mattress in the backyard, and then we had like this little one-story garage. So we climbed from the upstairs deck to the roof, and then we would land on the mattress. Pretty fun. Yeah, don't try that at home. I'm saying that right now, but back in the '80s, we did a lot of crazy stuff.
All right, thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Because we played outside all the time. We never played inside.
Yeah.
Right. Video games,
right?
Yes.
We played outside.
Hey guys, I'm a civics teacher around here, and I've been bragging to my students I was going to go here, and they challenged me to ask you guys why is it important to be a good citizen, because that's what the show is really focused on, being a good citizen, voting. And we're in a rinky-dink town around here with a lot of poverty, and they just want to know how can they, by being a good citizen, in your guys' words, improve their lives.
Wow. Wow, that's deep.
Can I take a shot at this?
Yes,
No
sure.
pressure.
You mind if I record it?
No pressure.
So that way I can
No
actually
pressure.
prove to my
No
students.
pressure.
Sure.
Take one.
Put on YouTube.
Say when.
Nice.
Being a good citizen, you can look at societies, you can look at people all over the world and cultures, and you can come up with different variations or iterations of what a good citizen is classified as. But at the end of the day, if you contribute, support, and try at least to maintain some form of productive output, be it personality, happiness, are you helping to build the dam, are you doing something or other which furthers not just yourself but your community, then you are a positive portion of your local economy or citizenship. And 6 billion people here in the world today? Ish, give or take a billion, 7-ish maybe now. If everybody had the attitude that my vote or my actions don't count, we'd have a lot of anarchy and chaos, right? Luckily, most of us know that our vote does count. Who we are does count. What I do right now and in 10 minutes, and when I walk through this crowd and when I'm on the other side of the door, that's going to count, maybe not to the world, but to all the people I pass in between. And that carries on. So for every one person I touch, it could affect 10 people outside of them. You take that on a global scale and 7 billion people, and you have to understand that me talking to you right now is going to ripple out 1,000 times. 10 people for each of you, and then for each of them. So being positive, being productive is something that truly affects a span far greater than just you.
Thank you.
Thank you. I hope that was close to home for you, sir.
That was awesome.
that was
Thank you. I'm
perfect.
gonna show that to my students on Monday, and they're really gonna take that. Thank you again. Awesome.
Thank you, sir.
My question is for all you guys. Was there ever anything in a script that you guys came across that you just were apprehensive about doing? You're like, I don't want to do it. And did it make its way out of the episode, or did you make an impact on that?
There was a time in the script where I had to go, right! And I wanted to go, right. No, there was never anything.
The first movie, I've told this a lot of times, but in the first movie, the script, there's like a billion rewrites all over the place, and I was feeling depressed about something else, and I remember it got to the point where we lost our powers and we found our animal spirit.
Yeah.
And the original script, it's just going through, like the frog was supposed to be like fast or something else. It's like something to do with speed, because we had shot a whole sequence of speed, training and all that. And And so I asked if, instead of saying that, if I could be bummed about being a frog. You know, I go, I'm a frog, you know. And so at first we had to do it the way it was written, but then the director was like, yeah, we'll try it. We'll try it your way. And so we did it that way, and it was kind of, it's the only thing I have, actually. It's the only thing I have to hold on to.
The way that you said I'm a frog?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, just that line, I'm a frog.
I'm a frog.
Thank you guys.
Thank you.
You can't say that seriously.
Oh, we said right a lot for that.
Right.
Right.
I'd like to start off by saying thank you ever so much for all of you coming here. It's great having you. And in terms of some of the questions that we've had earlier on equality type issues, I can't help but be curious, what would your thoughts be on if there was ever a season where the female element outnumbered the male on the team?
Yes.
Yes.
All-female Power Rangers squad. That would be cool. That would be very progressive.
I think it would actually be popular because if I go and look at the analytics of my social media, it is actually 85% male that like my page. So the guys like the girls. That makes sense, right? You let the girls into the club for free and the guys will come, right? So that's what it is. You have some 5, bad chicks. Guys, I think, would love it. They would, fall in love with
Charlie's
them.
Angels. Yeah, the Charlie's Angels.
Yeah. Or like you said, maybe it isn't all girls, but if there were 3 girls and 2 guys, I think you guys would still love it.
I've got it. Bikini Rangers.
Bikini Rangers, teleport to the command center.
Is there a mission?
No, just come to the command.
Come on. That's just awesome.
You were chosen for a reason.
Next question.
Okay, he's losing his voice, so I'm going to read it for you.
Oh, I love it.
For the panel, what other projects are you currently working on, and what is life like after Power Rangers?
Start on one end and work your way.
After Power Rangers, I don't know how everybody else felt, but I was like, okay, what do I do now? Okay? A lot of people think that once you're on a television show, you just go from, and some people are blessed, they're able to go from one television show to the next, but I think for the most part, a lot of us didn't have that opportunity. So, for me, I remember leaving the show and thinking to myself, okay, what's next? And my mom had made the suggestion to me. She was like, okay, you have your degree, because when I was on Power Rangers, I was also attending UCLA. So I was going to get my degree, I was a junior at UCLA, trying to get my degree and filming Power Rangers. So I finished my degree and I started substitute teaching right after Power Rangers and still auditioning. And I was blessed with different roles on different shows and so forth, but I didn't have anything, right off the bat. So, so life went on. You go through hills and valleys, and just being real with you guys, it wasn't like a spectacular lifestyle for me or anything. But now it's been quite extraordinary. I'm married, have 2 children, and I'm producing my own show, Class Dismissed. Thank you so much. And so because I think that sometimes most people, if you just rose your hand right now, you would think, oh my gosh, it's just wonderful. After Power Rangers, they just did this and did that, and that's not always the case. Some people do and some people don't, but that was my life. And this is my life now.
I'm pretty sure we could all go on for quite a while. I'm gonna keep it. Here's the short version. I left the show, bartended, bounced, taught martial arts, learned martial arts, finished up 2 college degrees, became a medic. 16 years as a paramedic, flight medic, combat medic, tactical medic, and 4 years in the Middle East. Retired out of the Middle East a little over a year ago, and now I'm back producing movies, features, Yahtzee.
short too. Just after leaving Power Rangers, moved to Mexico for a year, and then came back and started working behind the scenes as a producer, selling TV shows, worked at the Sci-Fi Channel, been all over the place, done it all.
After Rangers, I had a show on Nickelodeon, Space Cases. Did a number of guest stars, recurrings in different shows, including The Shield and lots of films, Lucky the Bullet, different stuff. Brink on Disney and a number of other things. I continue to work as an actor, 22 years. In there. And voiceover work, doing a film right now called Star Trek Captain Pike. And that's cool. I'm excited about that. And got a voiceover project called Legend of the Sword that we're going to be working on. So.
After Power Rangers, I got into voiceover, anime and video games, and relay, original animation. Got a band. Thanks, all 5 of you. Things I can talk about. Usually I post online. There's probably the same for everybody else. There's things you can't talk about. But Kung Jin, Mortal Kombat X, Iron Fist, and Marvel Heroes. So mostly voiceover is like 90% of it, and I do some indie stuff here and there.
Power Rangers, similar to Nikia, just kind of thrown into the world of Hollywood and was very nervous and anxious about what I was going to do next. So in between auditioning, I became a personal trainer, and I learned all different forms of. You didn't know that? Really? Oh, well, now you do. I taught a form of it's kind of like Pilates and yoga mixed together, rehabilitative, called gyrotonic. Everyone thinks I say geriatric, but it's actually gyrotonic. And I did that up until I had my son, and I gave up acting after that. And I did commercials, and I still do a little voiceover work, and I'm trying to finish a book I'm writing, which will get finished in the next century. And I actually just did a video game with Steve and a bunch of other Rangers, which was really fun, called Battle Battalions.
Yeah, Battle Battalions.
You guys have to download it. It's really awesome. And yeah.
And I forced her to get back on screen in
Class
Dismissed,
sorry.
episode 4 and 5.
Class Dismissed.